Well, it's been a very interesting month this October. Now I'm in November, and some of you know that I moved into an unfinished manufactured home that I'm renovating, and I thought, oh, it could be. Don't have high expectations. I usually don't have any expectations. So, I mean, it's habitable. I have electricity. We have water. Me, and my dog. And we're getting there. The thing is, I don't think I really anticipated what it's like every single day to have people around me, because as some of you know, I'm an introvert. I'm a writer, and by the way, I have a new story up on my WordPress thing, carolroper.mex.com. You can find a bunch of them there. Some are funny, some are not so funny. Anyway, so I'm used to being alone most of the time, and seeing maybe one or two friends at once. I'm not used to every single day people asking me questions every single day, and for money. And here's a real big difference between the United States kind of contractor or worker and here. They tend to give you here the concept. We're going to build a wall. How high do I want it? Excuse me, that's a morning cough. I want a 6 feet wall, and that's like 2 meters, and okay, and it's going to be 31 feet long. Okay, and this is the price for the wall. Now, I chose to not use a contractor who gave me one price, which was, I thought, a very high price. It was $2,500, which is about 50,000 pesos. And that seems very high. It's not a very big wall. So I chose to go with the man who does most of the work for me. He's done all of the interior that you can see. He's really very good. Let me move you around and show you some of the stuff he's done. He's really good. And his prices are very reasonable, and I don't have any well, I do have a few complaints about it. These are marriages. When you get into these relationships with a contractor, you've made a marriage. You may not think you've made a marriage, but you're at least engaged, because you're going to see them all the time, and they're going to ask you a lot of questions, and you're going to get to know their personality, and they're going to get to know your personality. So now this man, Alonso, has been working here since September 3rd, and now it is November 2nd. He is very good at what he does. He does everything. He does electrical, he does plumbing, he does tiling, he does painting. I don't know if there's anything he doesn't do, quite frankly. And he shows up. And he works hard, and he works most of the day. And I pay him actually a little bit higher than is normal for labor, what we call hombre de obra, that is a worker of the day, or what we would call a handyman, because he's really skilled. He's really much more than, a kid, a young guy or that you'd hire, or a woman to paint a wall. He's really skilled. But he's also one person working alone, which is his preference. Anyway, we have gotten through a lot of good stuff, okay? And he hangs curtains for me. He does everything. He does everything. And now he's tiling a wall, and we had arrived at a price, and I thought he built the wall first, and he built it at a much better price. Well, not much better, a better price, although it was worrisome. Because he does it on, I don't know. I've never built a wall. I don't know how it should go. I'm just hoping for the best. But yesterday, anyway, the wall is up and the beautiful gate is in. Actually, I made a video of that. You've seen that. And it's really nice. It's a sunburst gate, and it's yellow in the center and the green. It's just beautiful. I don't know if all my neighbors think it's beautiful, but my friends, nobody who speaks to me would tell me it's not beautiful. So, okay, so we decided we're going to tile a cement block wall, because I couldn't get the original color tile blocks I wanted, which was a cafe color, a brown color. and gray. I'm gray, and I hate these sort of. What they do is they stucco, which is called something like implastica, I think it's called here, your wall. But the thing is, stucco breaks down, and you have to take care of it, and it looks disgusting, and nobody ever really takes care of it, unless you're running an Airbnb. So we decided to tile it, and I went out and bought these really big tiles that sort of look like fake stone things. And actually, I think it's probably looking pretty good. He told me some people came by and said they thought it looked really good. So I'm going with that. All right. We got everything. He's got the cement he needs, and he's got the tiles, and and we got it about, I don't know, maybe a third of it was done yesterday. And at the end of the day, he comes to me and he says something to me in Spanish. Now, even though Alonso understands and speaks English, he prefers Spanish, which is understandable. And I also should speak better Spanish than I do. But he sprung a word on me. I had no idea what that word meant. But I did understand this. Necesitas. Necesitas. That I needed to get something for him for that wall. And I was going, what? What is it we need? What is it you need? It's the end of the day. It's Friday. I was really going to relax. I was actually thinking I would go out with some friends to a Katrina festival up in the hills. But at the end, I came to my senses and stayed home. But at that time, I was still thinking I was going out. I had even put on makeup and, I was dressed a little bit for me. And finally, I figured out, what he needed was grout. The stuff you put between. But I'm saying, why? Why do we need grout? We're putting them together. And he explains to me because of the rain and la lluvia. Okay, he explains to me in Spanish, and I understand it. But I'm thinking, oh my God, this wall has already cost me so much money. You have no idea. I know in the United States you wouldn't think it's a lot of money. But I also had a special gate made. And I went with the grout, and he's saying to me, no, it's barato, it's cheap, and no mucho. But also because the labor is separate from materials, and I'd already bought it. Okay, I agreed to the grout, which I guess is, I don't know, $2 a bag or something. But really, the difference between a USA contractor and a Mexican one is that he would tell me at the beginning, yes, you need the tiles, and we're going to need the cement, and you're going to need grout. Not at late afternoon Friday when I'm thinking, finally, I'm going to have Saturday to myself. Nobody's going to ask me questions or for money. Also, his sister, who works for me, that's how I know him. She's been my assistant and housekeeper for years, was here, and she also asked a lot of questions. I thought I'm going to have a quiet day, except I'm going to go out with my friends. Oh my God, what am I thinking? So that's the big difference. I know I'm not easy to work for, but I do have my days. That's why you haven't heard from me, and I don't know when you'll hear from me again. But I do put up little shorts every once in a while, so I'll let you know I'm still alive. And one day we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful video of all the changes that were made, not only by Alonso, but by other people that worked on it. But actually, I can't say that. Only one other guy worked, and he built a deck, and he didn't really do a great job. He put screws into a deck floorboards, not screws, nails. Yeah, claves instead of terreno. What are they called? Tortinos. Oh God, see, that's what I mean. I am old. I'm 84. How much do they want from me? That means we have to pull all those stupid nails out and put screws. I don't want to think about that because it's Saturday.